Hello everybody, this is Sebastian Furtado and welcome. Today we'll be talking about a perfume that I love very much. This is my second bottle of it. I've worn a 30 ml bottle of it initially, and that's when I discovered that, okay, I really, really love this brand. And this is how much I've used. I've worn the second bottle. The perfume is, as you can see, called Odalisque from the brand Parfums de Nicolai. Before I go on with the perfume, I'd like to talk a little bit about the brand, it's because it's very interesting. Patricia de Nicolai, the woman who founded the company, and she's the head of pretty much most creations. She is related to the Guerlain family. She wasn't trained by the family to be a perfumer to work in the company, mostly simply because she is a woman, and it has always been the tradition to have a male family member working in the company as a successor perfumer. But I'm glad she was stubborn and she decided to go ahead and do her own thing and create her own perfumes, because her perfumes are wonderful. They're very classic. They actually have a very Guerlain vibe, meaning they are from a past time. They're very elegant, very well crafted, wonderful creations, needless to say. The brand was founded in 1989. I tried to find more information about the brand as a whole, but I couldn't. I need more time, I guess, for that. But I'm going to go off the information that's on the website of the company, which is pnicolai.com. And at the very bottom, on the main page, says Nicolaï, parfumeur, créateur, a French brand and in-house perfumer. Since 1989, Nicolaï has succeeded to be part of the finest French perfume brands. Nicolaï has built its reputation on the exceptional quality of its fragrances, and it's one of the rare brands to integrate everything from the creation process, the purchase of the best natural essences, and the manufacturing. Patricia de Nicolai and her son Axel remain faithful to their prestigious perfumer's ancestors, being creative while keeping a distinguished and elegant signature. And there's a button there you can, I can click and see more information. So the brand was created in 1989, and apparently Odalisque was also released in 1989. For those of you who don't know what Odalisque means, the name of the perfume, according to Wikipedia, an Odalisk, Ottoman Turkish, there's this writing in that, was a chambermaid or a female attendant in a Turkish seraglio, particularly the court ladies in the household of the Ottoman Sultan. In Western usage, the term came to mean the harem, concubine, and refers to the eroticized artistic genre in which a woman is represented mostly or completely nude in a reclining position, often in the setting of a harem. So I'm going to show you some pictures that are attached on Wikipedia. That's a very famous painting right there, the Odalisque. And there's a lot more about the word Odalisque and a few more paintings. And does the perfume smell like that or make me think of that? We'll know in a second. But because before that, I'd like to find a little bit more info, and not a little bit, but tell you a little bit more about Patricia de Nicolai herself, and her history, her connection with the House of Guerlain. I'm going to go on Wikipedia, which is not, the most reliable source, but it works. And let me see if I can find it. Okay, yes, right here, found it. Patricia de Nicolai was born in Paris, France, into the Guerlain perfumer family, and is the great-granddaughter of Pierre Guerlain and niece of Jean-Paul Guerlain. After studying chemistry in university, de Nicolai entered and studied at ISIPCA, the renowned School of Perfumery in Versailles. There's a lot more to her. She's a very interesting person, and it's definitely worth reading more to her. I could go on and on and on talking about her. It was very unfair. It was Guerlain's loss that she didn't work for them. But given the fact that Guerlain was later on sold to LVMH, but would like to open a parenthesis in between, quotation. Let me just put this here. There were talks of her being the perfumer chosen to replace Jean-Paul Guerlain, instead of Thierry Vasseur, but it ended up being him. Given the fact, but then going back to LVMH, given the fact that Guerlain was sold to LVMH, it has become what we know today. They don't release that many exciting perfumes anymore, but they still do a wonderful job with the classics, and I've gone through this. I'm still quite happy with what they're doing. I'm happy that Patricia de Nicolai went on to, even though it was way before this, she went on to do her own thing and her own brand and be her own boss and decide what to do, because her perfumes are true pieces of art. So let's go with Odalisque. I have about, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, I'm a big fan of this brand, and I have around between 20 and 25 of the perfumes. I really, really love them. Oh my god, this is so good. It's a green floral chypre, and it's ever beautiful. Oh my god, I love this perfume. Some of the notes are tangerine, lily of the valley, oak moss. That's according to their own website. When you go, it's quite simple. I really like their website. It works quite well. That's it. They have 3 different sizes. They have 30 ml, 100 ml, and 250 ml, which comes with another bottle that you can decant it into. It's a spray, and they're quite elegant. I must say that I prefer their older packaging. It was like a cylindrical bottle-ish with a round cap. It was quite beautiful. I'll show you next video about this brand, because I have a few of those bottles. And according to themselves, for top notes, they have mandarin essence, bergamot, galbanum essence. And then for middle notes, they have lily of the valley, jasmine absolute, iris butter. And then for base notes, they have oak moss, patchouli, and musk. Whenever they say there's a tangerine perfume and it's not really the focus ingredient of the perfume, I don't detect much of it. When I do, it's very briefly for like 2 or 3 minutes in the very opening, and then it goes away. On my skin, the experience I've had with this perfume for the length of time I've been using it, it's mostly mossy and slightly floral. The citrus that I get, it's very brief in the beginning, and then it dissipates quite fast. But then the other notes develop quite well. It's mossy. I can detect the oak moss ever since the beginning until the very end of the perfume. That oak moss base is present all the way through. And then, you get different things, different notes dancing around. In the beginning, you get the citrus slightly, and then like there's the bergamot too. I also get that a little bit in the beginning, which is already gone pretty much. And then I get now the iris. It's quite present here, but it's in a slightly smoky way. I get the lily of the valley too, which is a very good balance with the smoky-ish iris and the oak moss. So yes, overall, it's a very mossy but floral, slightly smoky perfume on my skin, to my experience. Many people say they get different things from it, but my experience, this is it. There's something slightly soapy, like very slightly, very simple, which I guess is the lily of the valley. And I don't know if I think of an Odalisque wearing this. I don't know actually. I don't know. I do not think of an Odalisque actually when I wear this perfume. I have a friend, and she said that to her, this perfume smells like the perfume an Odalisque would wear, in a sense that she would go to the dresser of her, of her boss, of the lady of the house, and she would spray a lot of different perfumes on. And I can see that, I can totally see that. But it's not it to me. It's something else. It's I don't know quite yet what I think of this perfume. It's very abstract in a very good way. I must say that the oak moss is not super powerful. It's not super, it's not a very strong oak moss. It used to be in the beginning when I was still getting used to the perfume and I wasn't really that familiar with oak moss. But today, after experimenting on many other kinds of perfumes with oak moss, this is not super potent. The oak moss is here to give that extra depth and richness of detail, I guess. And there's something slightly fizzy too. I don't know if it's the lily of the valley, the feeling that I get with the soapiness that I get from the lily of the valley, or what exactly, but I think of the country, being in the country in a sunny day, but with lots of shadow around, and it's slightly breezy, and it's pretty much what I get. You probably know that I don't really care much for compliments, but this is a perfume that I've received a lot of compliments wearing it. Yeah. I never know what to say when I get a compliment. I'll say thank you, but yeah, it is. This is it. Odalisque from Parfums de Nicolai. One last look at the bottle. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked it. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, and the world does need more beauty lovers. Bye.